Hello guys, Cardfight87 here, and have you ever had to ask yourself, how do I improve my legend deck, which I just got? So, answers, here we go, and this is my personal take on it. I know there will be other people's, but here we go. So, you've just got your legend deck, the Overlord Blaze Tajiki Kai. What do you do next? Well, basically, open it up, sleeve all the cards, and then see what you think of each card. Not really. Anyway, here we go. So, I changed from the Lizard Hero Undo to the Red Pulse Draco Kid for my starting Vanguard. Now that's purely because I don't have to do generation break worries for it. Pure and simple. Counterpass 1, put it into the soul, search for the top 5 for a grade 3, add it to your hand if you get one. If you don't, shuffle your deck. Either way, you've plussed 1 into the soul and you either plus 1 into the hand. It's a very good card. Anyway. That's my starting Vanguard. Right, for the grade 0s. Now, the grade 0s, very quickly. Most of them are Flame Dragons, but I'll get to the reason why that is later on. So, we've got 2 draw triggers, Seal Dragon Arpatique, 2 stand triggers, Lizard Soldier Virdra, and then we got 4 Blue-Ray Draco Kids, which, funnily enough, are Flame Dragons. So that's 4 crits already. Then we've got Magma Shot Draco Kid, another 4 crits. So that's 8 criticals I run in this deck in total. And then we've got Mother Orb Dragon. You want Mother Orb Dragon especially now, and I'll explain the reason why, but pre-warn you, these have skyrocketed in price. So, up next is the Grade 1s. So, the Grade 1s we have got is Seal Dragon Rhinocross, which again is a Flame Dragon. Absolutely amazing. So there we go. And then, because I haven't got enough Flame Cross or Protect Orb Dragon yet, we have got Flame of Tranquility Eremo, which is discard 1 if you've got 1 in the graveyard and draw 1. Not a personal favourite of mine, but hey. Then we have got Violence Horn Dragon. Again, a Flame Dragon, grade 1, and I run 3 copies of that. That's probably my ride-on target, which is very good. The next card we've got is Lizard General Conroe. Now this card is amazing because it's not gen break, and basically when it boosts an Overlord, you can countercharge 2. That is cool. Then, and it's a flame, no, it's not a Flame Dragon actually. Then we got Lava Flow Dragon, which is our Stride Fodder, and that is also a Flame Dragon again, so it's amazing. But again, I will get to the reasons why we run so many Flame Dragons later on. Next up is the Grade 2s. So here we go. We have got 2 Berserk Lord Dragon. So that's Counterpass 1, Gen Break 1. When your Grade 4 or greater Vanguard attacks, choose up to one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. So that is pretty cool. Now, I got super duper lucky. I managed to get 2 Dragonic Burnout when they first came out, so I've managed to hold on to them all this time. Whoop! So this is Soul Blast 1, and when you have a Kagero Vanguard, you can return an Overlord from your drop zone back to the bottom of your deck and retire one of your opponent's rear guards. Very amazing card. Very amazing. It's actually getting a promo reprint for those people who are interested. I will be. Then there's Burning Horn Dragon, which is gets plus 3,000 attack when you've got an Overlord for a Vanguard and when it attacks. Again, another very pricey card, and on top of that, it is from a very old set now. BT05. My goodness, that was a long time ago. And we've only had 4 years of Vanguard. Can you believe that? We're into the 5th now. Emperor Dragon Knight Nahalem. Again, this is a Gem Break 1. During your turn, when your Vanguard with Overlord in its name card attacks, this card gets plus 2,000. And then, if your grade 4 or greater Vanguard attacks, this unit gets plus 5,000 more. It can give itself plus 7,000 attack without even boosting. Ridiculous grade 2. What are you gonna do? Legend decks for the win. Right, now onto the grade 3s. Now, I have an interesting one here. I run the Dragon Knight Soheli. Basically, Gem Break 1, when your opponent's rear guard in the same column as this unit is put into drop zone, it gets plus 5,000. Which can work, you know, give it credit where it's due, but it's not a Flame Dragon, so I might be looking at replacing that in BT07. Then we have got Dauntless Drive Dragon. So Dauntless Drive Dragon basically is a break ride card from a very old set once again. So you give yourself plus 10,000 and you can restand your Vanguard. Again, that is really cool effect. So I've got 2 of those in here, which is all I can make room of. I know most people would say run 4, but I have not got 4. Then we do 4 Dragonic Overlord, the Legend. Now, the Legend is just amazing. First off, its secondary effect is Counterblast 1 and Soul Blast 1. When this unit is placed on Vanguard, you check the top 5 cards of your deck and search for a Flame Dragon. If you find one, you add it to your hand from your deck. Now, where this is amazing now, because of Generation Guard, so we've got this card, I've played it, and then I searched the top 5, hence the reason why most of my triggers are Flame Dragons. Now, if you add Mother Orb Dragon to your hand, so there we go, that's in my hand now, on your next turn, you'll be able to Generation Guard. It's ridiculous. Hence the reason why this has gone up in price dramatically. And FYI, I have another playset of them. So yeah. Then, its actual Generation Break 2 effect, and we'll just go to the shiny one for this, is once per turn, you can Counterblast 1, choose a grade 3 or greater Flame Dragon from your hand and discard it. Until the end of the turn, this card gets plus 15,000, so it turns itself into 26,000 attack, plus 1 drive, plus 1 grade, so it turns itself into a grade 4. And then, once per turn, on top of that, you choose 3 cards from your hand and discard them. At the end of a battle with this unit attacked a rearguard, you may pay the cost and stand this unit. So, if you break ride it on top of Dauntless Drive Dragon and then activate that effect, ow! Major, major, major pain for everyone. So, this deck can hurt, and this is my actual .2 version. So this is very good. Right, okay, onto the Stride deck. So, the Stride deck, obviously is now 16 cards big. So, again, how are you going to improve on that? Well, currently, I've got 12 in mine. So, first we're going to start off with the brand new Generation Guard for Kagero. So basically, if your opponent has 4 or less rear guards, this unit gets plus 5,000, when it's guarding, so it becomes a 20k shield, so that's okay. There is one coming up in the next set, BT07, which actually allows you to retire rear guards when you are under attack, or a rear guard that attacked. Then I run 1 Dragon Knight Mustafa. Now this is primarily to boost my generation breaks, so I can flip over a G unit. I haven't got any more Mustafas, but it's just amazing to have unflip one, because of later strides. Then I run one of these, Supreme Heavenly Dragon, Vortex Desire, sorry. Now, the reason I run one of these, and I've cut it away from 2 or even 4, is because this deck works better in Legion decks, not Stride decks. When this unit attacks, depending on the number of heart cards you've got, and it hits, you can retire that number of rear guards from your opponent's field. Hence the reason why I run 1, because you've got to hit, and you've got to have a Legion Vanguard. So, yeah, 1 it is. The next card I run 2 of, which I haven't actually play tested, is Supreme Heavenly Emperor Dragon, Dragonic Overlord, V-Ace, obviously. V-Ace. I mean, what can you say? They turned it into a promo card. Yay! Because the Fighters Collection one was just severely overpriced. So, yes, we lost out to shininess, but we do have the availability now to use this card. You do get 2 copies of it in the Legend deck, so you have a full-on Stride deck straight out of the deck to play. Just to let you know. Then you get 4 of these in the Legend deck too. Transcendence Dragon Lavavogue Express. So this is amazing. I mean, you Counterblast 1, choose a face-down card named itself from your G zone and turn it face up. Until the end of this turn, this unit gets continuous. During the battle that this unit attacks the Vanguard, your opponent cannot call grade 1 cards from the hand to Guardian Circle. And also, during your turn, if the number of cards in your opponent's damage zone is 5 or more, all your opponent's trigger effects are nullified. So hence the reason why we've got G Guardians now, because this just goes num 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 num. Eats away at their life. And then finally, I run 2 copies of Root Flare Dragon, which is amazing in combination with this card, because you've G-braked, and this is going to get plus 10,000 for the turn, so it turns into a 21,000 column. Again, amazing, and you haven't even drive checked yet, because this is an act. So, what can I say? This is good. So yeah, I have a 12 card Stride deck. But anyway, please comment and subscribe to see what you think of the Legend deck that I have improved on. This has actually won matches against Diablo decks and everything, which are current meta. So again, this is actually quite a good deck to get yourself into. The actual deck, when you get it, costs about £30. And you can get it for less. So, but yeah. Right, anyway, I'm going to check you out later, and yeah, see you later, guys. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.